Yep, I am live on YouTube and on Facebook. So I am gonna wait. Some of you guys, if you want to, you can pop over to YouTube. It's up to you. Hey, Prophet Kelly, how are you? I've been watching you on Facebook with your health journey. You know, your eating healthy journey. I think I saw a picture. You posted a picture in the grocery store in the vegetable section, fruits and vegetable, like the produce section. It looked really, really good. Some of the stuff that you've been eating. Hey, Linda, I see you popped over into YouTube. Hey. Hey, you guys. Good to see you on. Hey, Prophet Pam, I see you. I say hi to you whether you speak first or not, because I know I can do that with you. I don't want to just invade people's privacy. Hey. Good to see you guys. As you know, I always do my couple announcements in the beginning, and I have been having some of you hit me up for prophetic advisement. I always want to say thank you to you for doing that. I really appreciate it. After I get off of YouTube, the button for prophetic advisement, booking an appointment scheduling button is there, and you can click on it. It'll take you right to my webpage. I think someone might have trouble, but I tested it and it does work. So anyone that wants to check it out, you know, it does work. You can click the button on after the YouTube broadcast is done. It's in the right-hand corner and it says prophetic advisement, and you can click that to schedule an appointment. And as I always tell everyone, I go in prayer here for you, hear what the Lord has to say. I don't give you my opinion. I hear strictly what God is saying about your life, for what you're supposed to be doing now, where you're supposed to be going. Thank you, Kelly, for sharing the video. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it when you guys share while I'm live. That's awesome. But yeah, so I hear for you and I hear what God is saying about your life. And it's a 45-minute session. I start out with prophecy, and then we go into it from top to bottom. We begin to, you know, talk about what the Lord is saying for you. And the Lord is releasing stuff for 2021. Hey, Bobby, so nice to see you. I really miss talking to you every day on the Transform Prayer Call. But I'm glad you come on here on Monday so I get a chance to see you and talk to you. But yeah, so we go from top to bottom in the prophecy and discuss it. And it's a 45-minute session. I've been really enjoying you guys that have been contacting me for prophetic advisement, have been booking appointments. I really appreciate it. Have been sending dreams to me. So much stuff was going on, you know, in my life recently. As a lot of you guys know, some of the trauma that my family went through, and I kind of like got behind on answering emails for your dreams, but you can send them to me, dreamsinslumber@gmail.com. That's dreamsinslumber@gmail.com, and I will get the dream interpretation back to you. I have completely caught up. I think I've interpreted everybody's dreams and went ahead and sent them back to you. So you can email me there. My book is being printed as we speak tonight. Yes, it is being printed. So I'm really excited about that. It looks like we are on time for the release, December 15th. You guys have been responding and signing up on my pre-sale email. Thank you so much. And I will go ahead and start, boom, getting that out, letting you guys know where you can send in your 12. I haven't heard anything differently from my publisher that's going to be any different than $12.99. That's the price point. That's what I'm asking for. And we'll tell you how you can pay and get the book. It's going to be on. They just sent me my Amazon stuff yesterday for it to go on Amazon. So you can go on Amazon. And if that's the case, then hey, that's it. You don't have to, you know, how to send your payment. Then it's going to be on Amazon. So I'm just really excited, and we're choosing to be. We got this whole campaign set up where I'll be one of Amazon's best sellers for the week. So I would need you guys to really, thank you for the hearts. I need you guys to really, really go and spread the word. If you want to be an ambassador for me, DM me and I'll let you know. And you can be an ambassador and help me get the book out through emails. I would really, really, really appreciate it, because I got a certain number, a certain goal that I'm reaching for. Thank you, Pam, for putting in dreamsinslumber@gmail.com on the screen on the Facebook side. So thank you, Sherry. I see you on YouTube. Thank you so much. You said you will get your pre-sale. Thank you. Thank you so much. Happy Monday, Chantel. I see all you guys coming in. Transform Prayer Call Monday through Friday, 302-202-1108. is the number, and the passcode is 523025. And you guys know that we're on every day at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday Central Time. And they teach for about 30 minutes, and then they go into testimonies, prayer requests, and comments on the lesson. It's really a good time. It's turned into almost like a therapist time. It's almost like therapy. It's really, really good. So if you want to start your day out, get on the Transform Prayer Call. On Mondays, Kamitha Gaines is the speaker. On Tuesdays, Valerie Neal. Wednesdays is Lakeisha Lofton. Thursdays is Keisha Allen. And Friday is Jackie Frazier. Apostle Daryl Shavers also has a Purpose and Destiny prayer call. If you want to go right into the weekend, he's on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. His number is 857-232-0476, passcode 277557. Yes, I can remember all these numbers and passcodes because I've been saying them for 7 years. So hopefully you guys can jot that down. If not, replay it and you can get the information. Hello to all my replay viewers. Thank you so much. Thank you for my replay YouTube viewers and my Facebook viewers. Thank you. So we're going to start. I'm going to let you guys know right off the bat, this is a prophetic message. This is a prophetic message that I'm going to release tonight. This is prophecy. Let me go into my notes so we can get started, because I heard the Lord say, change is here. Change is here. The word of the Lord is change. It's not coming, it's here. Change is packing up stuff, throwing things out. The spiritual moving truck is already outside. Change is already here. Thank you, Pam, for putting that on. Hey, Gloria, thank you so much for putting that on the Transform Prayer Call information. So this is a prophetic message. If you're getting ready for change, if you're getting ready for change, you're too late. It's already started. Change is already here. Change is already happening. Yes, Kamitha, change is here. God gave me so much in this as far as what is going on right now prophetically because of change. I pray you have not wasted the last 8 months. Your bandwidth has to increase. It has to increase economically, spiritually, mentally. Your bandwidth has to have increased during this time. There has had to be a stretching of yourself during this time. I pray none of you listening to me now and on the replay have been idle and have not challenged yourself to grow, have not pushed yourself to expand, have not started doing something that you were not doing this time last year. I pray none of you listening to me tonight are still treading water, still idle, still not doing what you are supposed to be doing in this time. Change has been reducing, removing, increasing. Some people are going to go back looking for something and it will be gone. I'm telling y'all, this whole message tonight is prophetic. Some people are going to go back when this pandemic is over looking for stuff and it is going to be gone. Thank you for the hearts. Can't be put back together, unrecoverable. What does unrecoverable mean? Hopelessly lost. The world that existed in 2019, I'm trying to look at both of y'all, YouTube and Facebook, is no longer here. The world that we lived in 2019 is gone. Things are not like it was, believe it or not. Hey, Deborah, believe it or not. Don't try to hoard 2019. I heard the Lord say, don't be a spiritual hoarder. Don't try to stay in the past. Don't try to hold on to the old. Don't try to hold on to what's comfortable, what we've been doing for the last 3 or 4 years. Don't be a spiritual hoarder of the past. Hey, Tony, the Lord said, change is already upon us. Change is already moving, already happening, already taking place. What does a hoarder do? Will not let go of things that no longer have value. A hoarder will not let go of something that no longer has value. Why won't they let it go? Because to let it go brings extreme anxiety. Hey, Lawanda, fear is the demon that controls a hoarder, that controls someone that won't let things go. This message is not so much about spiritual hoarding, but I heard in this prophetic release that the Lord said there's some people that are stuck, that have become spiritual hoarders. And fear is the demon that controls a hoarder. If you've ever watched the television show Hoarders, it is pitiful the way those people are. And if you ever known someone that is a hoarder, anxiety and fear is it's to a capacity in them that you have never even seen before. You can't even understand it. Hey, Angela, you can't even understand why this person cannot move, why this person can't let this go, why this person can't let someone come in and clean out stuff in their home, clean out stuff in their life that is keeping them captive, that is keeping them from being able to move forward. What are you holding on to? This whole message is prophetic, y'all. What are you holding on to? I'm speaking to somebody tonight. God has told you to move and you're stuck. Stuck in the old way. Stuck where you feel safe because you're afraid to step out into your next place, even if it's a place of promotion. Even if it's a place of promotion, you are afraid to step out in it. So you stay in a place of comfortability, a place that is safe, a place that you don't have to move. Hey, Coco, a place that you feel is secure. But the bottom line is you're afraid of failure. You are afraid of failure. Thank you, Coco, for sharing the broadcast. You are afraid of failure. What or who in your life are you holding on to? Who is it in your life that you won't let go? What is it in your life that you have decided you're going to hoard this thing, that you're going to keep this thing, that you're not going to release it and move on in the new? Because you can't take this where you're going. There's some people in your life that you cannot take them where you're going, even in your family. A hoarder blocks active living spaces, right? In the natural, a hoarder blocks natural living spaces. A hoarder blocks natural living spaces. Margaret Van Noy, I have a prophetic word for you. So I hope I can see your name again so I can remember. I have a prophetic word for you concerning the marketplace. A hoarder blocks their living spaces, okay? Blocks their active living spaces. If you don't get rid of old stuff and change, you'll be blocked from freedom. You can't elevate. You can't move. You'll be frozen in time because you have blocked your active living space, because you won't move, because you won't change, because you won't set the new, because you're waiting for the pandemic to be over so you can go back to the way things used to be. People's ways of thinking were affected this year. I'm telling you, I was hearing this as I was listening to the Lord say, change is already happening. Change is already here. Like I told you last week when I was talking about the Lord has deconstructed some things in your life in order to reconstruct. There's stuff that's already been torn down, stuff that's already been dismantled and in the spirit realm, and you don't even know it. You don't even know that it's been dismantled in the spirit realm until you start moving, trying to move in that thing in the natural, and it's not working any longer because there's no spiritual backing for it. There's no spiritual fortitude for it. There's no spiritual warranty in that thing anymore. No more spiritual power. It has been removed because God has changed things. Things have moved on to a new destination, and you have to catch up. People's ways of thinking were affected. Things they thought would sustain them failed them. I heard the Lord say these things, like these little things were coming as I was putting this message together today. The Lord said people put their trust in stuff. They put their faith in things. They put their trust in so much. Kamika, you said nothing can be thrown out until they are ready to release it. Right. That's the way a hoarder is. And in the spirit realm, if you're not ready to release it, you're going to stay stuck. You're not going to be able to move. You're not going to be able to experience the change. You're not going to be able to move into the things that God has for you because you are not ready to release it. You are stuck. You are stuck in the old place. And the Lord said they thought those things would sustain them, but they failed them. The things that they thought would sustain them, that they relied on before the pandemic, even people that we have relied on before the pandemic, things and structures and stuff that were in place before the pandemic, the Lord has done a proving system all across the world. Like I said last week, who can shut down everything in the world but God? Who can shut down restaurants? Who can shut down all the churches? Who can shut down all the ministries all over the globe? In Spain, you can't go into a coffee shop. Who can shut down everything in the world but God? And there's a reason for the shutdown. Things fell apart. Things that we relied on, that we thought were our bridge, were holding us up, were working. Now during this pandemic, the light is shown on so much stuff in our lives that's not working, shown on so much stuff for people and systems that weren't the way we thought they were. Anyone who goes back to business as usual when this pandemic is over will suffer defeat. Yes, that's a declaration because it's truth and it's prophetic. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Sister Cheryl. I don't know if you're a prophet, but hey, how are you? Anyone who goes back to business as usual, goes back to the ways things used to be. When this pandemic is over and you try to go back to operating like you used to operate, you're going to suffer defeat because God has changed stuff. God has demanded change of us in this pandemic. He has demanded change of us. He's demanded change of us spiritually. I cannot even sit here and believe that not one of you on this broadcast tonight can say that the Lord has not demanded something of you during this pandemic spiritually. Demanded that you pray more. Demanded that you try to hear him more. Demanded that you get closer to him. Demanded that you fast more. Demanded that you stop talking so much. Demanded that you stop gossiping about people. Demanded that you start going back to school. God has done things in this pandemic that has placed a demand on us. A demand. And if you're going to sit there and not hear the voice of the Lord and not obey and be a spiritual hoarder and hold on to stuff and not get stuff out of your life and cleaned out so you can have spiritual freedom and promotion and move, you're going to suffer defeat. Because trust and believe, we all know this pandemic is going to be over one day. It ain't going to be no 2 years from now. It's going to be over soon. 2021, there will be a day, like we were saying before, where Noah opened up the window and let the dove fly out, and the dove came back with a twig, which let us know the waters have receded. So in 2021, the waters are going to recede. The waters will recede. Will you be ready when the waters recede? Are you going to be ready when this pandemic recedes? Will you have done the last thing God told you to do during this pandemic? Will you have done it? Will you be ready? Will you have cleaned out your house? Will you have gotten rid of those spiritual hoarding ways that you've had, holding on to old ways? Not getting up out the bed when he tells you to get up out the bed, putting a demand on you to get up and start praying at 3 a.m. and you still won't do it. Spiritual hoarding. Holding on to the old way. No good thing lies in the flesh. Staying there, not getting up, not doing what the God says do, and you're not moving into the new way, the new change. You cannot go back to business as usual. Whatever God is telling you to change in your life, you must change. Change is like a person. Hey, Miriam, love you, babe. Change is like an individual. Change is like a human. It has its own mind, its own way of doing things. Change don't care who you are. If it's been designated to come into your life, it's coming into your life. Now, it's not An unreasonable guest is not someone who's going to just bowl you over, just push the door down, kick it in, and walk in. Change will knock at your door. It's like a perfect guest. But the opportunity of change comes to everybody. You're not left out. The opportunity of change will come to you at the opportune time over and over and over in your life. God is merciful. And if you miss the first window of opportunity, he will give you another. But sooner or later, the window's going to close if you refuse and continue to be a hoarder, holding on to the old way, staying stuck and refusing to change. Change is like a house guest knocking at the door. If you partner with change, your life will take on a whole new meaning. Change was sent to help you find out who you were really meant to be. Change will usher you in to a new life. Change will usher you into your new mantle. Change has been sent to you for you to find out the gift that you're not operating in now. And he wants you to hold his hand and go with him and walk into that new way and that new gift. Change is discovery. God says change is already here. You're not getting ready to change. You're not waiting on change. Change has been happening all year long in this sector, in that sector, with these people, with those people, in this region, in that region. And it's right here in your house. Change is right here for you. God has ordained you to change. And every one of you on here, like I can say it with an assurity, nobody on here can say that God hasn't spoken to them about changing something in their life, at least one thing in your life. And that one thing that he has spoken to you about changing will elevate you. It will bless you. When you do that thing, it will cause blessings to come into your life. It will move some things in your life. If you obey him, if you do what it is that he's told you to do. Change is discovery. In the Gospel of Luke, it tells the story of Zacchaeus. He's a perfect example of change. You all know the story about Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was a Jew. He was a tax collector. He was a traitor. They looked at him like he was a traitor because he was a Jew. And you know what the tax collectors did? They robbed people. They oppressed people. They took people's money. They were terrible people. And they got wealthy off the backs of the poor. And Zacchaeus was a Jew and a tax collector. But when he heard that Jesus was coming, he didn't do like Nicodemus and snuck at night when nobody could see him and knocked on the door and made sure nobody see him and snuck in the middle of the night where he could stay covert. Zacchaeus got up in the tree because remember, he was a real short man and the crowd was thronging Jesus as usual. And he couldn't even see him over the crowd. So he did what? He climbed a sycamore tree. And if you all do the research about a sycamore tree, you cannot climb a sycamore tree easily. It's slick. It doesn't have bark like a normal tree where there's like grooves and stuff where you can get your feet in and you can climb up. Sycamore tree is slick. It is very hard to climb. So just that analogy alone that the Lord used in the book of Luke was showing us his determination. When you know change is here for you and you're ready for it, you're going to be determined at all costs to make things happen in your life, to embrace change, to do what God told you to do, to step out and do those things and not look back and don't care what nobody says. You're going to embrace it. And so Zacchaeus, what did he do? He ran up and got up in the tree so he could see Jesus coming when he started passing by his way in the crowd. Zacchaeus had no intention of talking with him. Why? Because he was up in the tree. When you're up in a lofty place, all you're trying to do is observe. It's like being in the balcony. Let's go up in the balcony so we can see what everybody else is doing and they can't see us. But what happened when Jesus got there? He looked up right when he got underneath him, prophetic, looked up and said, come down because I got to go in your house and have dinner with you tonight. And then what did all the crowd do? Oh my God, he's going to have dinner with somebody that's a lowlife, a sinner. You know how us church folks are. We can't mix with people of the world. My God, they ain't dressed right. They don't talk right. They stink. Oh, please, no. Zacchaeus met change. That night, change came, knocking at his door, asking to come in, asking for an opportunity to change his life. And what did he do? He ran down and met Jesus and took him to his house. He embraced change. He embraced change. He did not get scared. He did not think about his life. He did not say, oh my God, I'm going to lose my money. Oh my God, I got to change my life. Oh my God, I can't have fun no more. Oh my God, there's some things that I need to do before I can do what God is telling me to do. If I do this, that the Lord is demanding of me, I'm going to have to stop doing some of these things with my husband. Or I can't date this person. Or I can't do this. I can't do that because God is demanding for me to change. So you know what? I'm cool. I'm good. I'm just not going to do it this year because I got to do me first. There's some stuff that I need to get done first because I just am afraid that whatever this change is, it ain't in my purview. This is not what I need to look. It's going to mess up my stuff that I got going right now. So I'm going to change later. And so you remain a hoarder of the stuff that you love, the stuff that's dear to you. You stay in that one space, in that same spot, with that same person, with that same crowd, with that same attitude, not changing, not moving into a new system, not changing your organization, not moving people around or keeping people because the Lord has spoken. There's times when the Lord speaks for us to do things because it's not what we want to do. Because we don't, then when it's not what we want to do, what do we do then? Oh, I don't know if that was God. Was that me or was it God? We don't question, was it God, when it's something we want to do that we hear. And what did we talk about last week? The very thing that is your purpose in life that God will put before you or an assignment is something that you absolutely would never have thought about doing. Absolutely had no desire to do. Absolutely did not want to change your life and do that. That's not anything you even thought of. God's will is nothing that you've even thought of. God's purpose for you is not anything that you've even thought of. Some of you sit here listening to me tonight don't even know what your true gifting is because you've never tapped into it. Because it's nothing that you've even thought of. God is bigger than us. His will and his mind is a beyond searching. So he went with Zacchaeus. And what happened? Zacchaeus' whole life changed. And if you read about the money that he gave him, it was astounding. It was absolutely phenomenal, the type of money. They say he gave him half. Half? We don't even want to give 10%. What are you talking about, half? Really? We have to talk to ourselves and say, now you know that old saying, the more you give, the more he gives to you. You can't beat God giving no matter how hard you try. Sometimes you got to talk yourself into doing the right thing. Change. Don't allow fear to keep you from changing. I'm going to close with this. Do not allow fear to keep you from changing. Do not allow fear to keep you from changing. Margaret Van Noy, there is a fantastic marketplace opportunity for you. I hear the Lord saying that when this pandemic comes to a close, he is going to launch you. That's the word I'm looking for. He's going to launch you into the marketplace. He's going to launch you into the marketplace. And what you need to do during this time of the pandemic is to get into prayer and hear the voice of the Lord concerning the blueprint for this thing. Because he's not releasing to me what it is. When God does that, in my experience, is because he's challenging the receiver in a place of faith. He's challenging the receiver in a place of fear. Okay? You said, yes, I struggle with fear being a hindrance, Kelly. I will be praying for you for that. But like I was prophesying last week, and the Lord would not let me see what this one particular thing was for this individual. He let me prophesy all around it. And I questioned him when the session was over, and he said, because she struggles with fear, she struggles with faith. And if I had to release it to you to give to her, the work would have been over. I want her to come to me. And that is what I'm hearing, Margaret, Sister Margaret. I don't hear that you struggle with fear. I hear that God wants to increase your faith. And I don't hear that you struggle with faith. I hear that God wants to just expand your borders. He wants to expand your faith level. That's what I'm hearing God say. He wants to expand your faith. So get in prayer during this pandemic. This pandemic is fantastic time for us to really get in there with God and stretch ourselves and grow ourselves in him. That's what we should be doing all along. But you have a fabulous marketplace endeavor that the Lord is going to launch, and it's going to be kingdom purpose, and it's going to make you money because our gifts make room for us, bring us before great men. The purpose of gifting is, besides ministry, is economy. So you are a marketplace person. You are a marketplace prophet. The Lord is going to expand your prophetic gifting. He is going to expand your prophetic gifting. And you're going to be able to hear on a different level. Daphne Davis, I hear for you as well. I'm going to release this to you, and I might come back to you, Margaret. Daphne, you have a ministry to young women, a counseling ministry to young women, and God is going to develop a counseling ministry, an online virtual counseling ministry. This is not anything that you're going to have to be doing in person. You have a ministry to women in their 20s, teens and 20s. This is what I'm hearing, Daphne. And the Lord is going to begin to develop you. He's going to begin to send someone to you that is going to help develop you in this area. But you're going to expand in counseling. There's some things that you have went through in your life that God is going to use those things to help you to minister to young women and get them delivered out of this very same thing that you went through, because you're the one that can teach them and tell them what it is they need to hear. Some of them won't listen to anyone else, but they will only listen to someone that has went through what they went through. And you've had some experiences in your life, even in your young years, where you've had some traumatic things happen, and the Lord is going to use that and turn that thing around for your good in ministry and for the good of others. And you're going to develop an online counseling course for young women. This is going to take time. This is going to take development. This is going to take dedication. But it's an online counseling ministry for women. But Margaret, just to finish up with you, because I see your name come back up again, is that marketplace prophecy, marketplace, ministry, marketplace business is what God has for you. So just continue to press in that. Amen. Press in that in prayer. But yes, Daphne, I'm just thankful to God. You said this is your first time. Thank you so much for coming on and joining tonight. But I just wanted to tell you that the Lord has placed a crown on you. He has marked you for ministry. He has marked you for ministry with young women. And this is going to be one of your cornerstone giftings that you're going to work in for years to come. And he's going to develop you in this thing to where you're going to be head and shoulders among many in this area to be able to talk to young women. You said, I have always desired to have a Christian counseling center. Praise God. You are going to have it. And you're going to start first online, and because you're going to develop it online. And when the time is right, God is going to take it to the brick and mortar. But I see that the virtual online counseling is going to be way more dynamic and impactful, because it can take you all around the world without setting a foot to the cement, without getting in a plane, without getting on a train or in a car. You can reach people in Africa, Spain, everywhere online. But God is going to develop this Christian counseling center online for you and young women. Amen. So begin to get in prayer about that. Begin to get in prayer about that. Winter time. You're a first time watcher. God bless you. Oh, I see that I'm trying to reconnect. Oh my goodness. Due to a poor wireless connection, I bind you, demon, in Jesus' name. You are not going to cause me to come off of here. Some of you can pop over to YouTube if for some reason this Facebook does not reconnect. because right now it's timing out, but I can still see it. You guys give me some hearts because I can still see you if you're still there. But winter time, the Lord is going to develop you in song. If you can, pop over to my YouTube. The name is June Hollingsworth, HOLLINGSWORTH. Oh my goodness, it says that my video has paused. Consider moving to find a better signal. Oh, I don't want to end the broadcast. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm hoping that this will come back up. It should not have paused. Oh, that's crazy. I don't want to pause this. But you know what, you guys, I'm going to move. Just kind of like hang with me. It's trying to reconnect. So I'm going to move because it says that it has paused. And I don't want to lose my Facebook people. So it's going to look kind of crazy. So just hold on. Because I'm going to move into my living room. And hopefully this is going to look really crazy on the replay, y'all. Hopefully this will reconnect. I don't know if it's going to or not. The lighting's not going to be as good. Sorry, you guys, because I have moved into the living room and it doesn't seem like it is. Oh my goodness. I really was hoping that, you know what, I tell you what I'm going to do, you guys. Give me a second. I'm going to go back. You said send them to YouTube. Yeah, I did. Oh, yes, it ended. It ended. Okay, what I'm going to do is go back and try to keep going. Because, yeah, Facebook stopped. So, yeah, this is looking crazy for a second because I'm moving out. I'm still moving. I'm picking up everything and moving it back. And I'm just going to try to reconnect. Okay, you guys. I know this looks crazy. Okay, let me see if I can reconnect. Yeah, let me see if I can reconnect on Facebook. Oh my goodness. I hate that when it does that. Yeah, and then this is gonna look really crazy with me walking with the computer twice, but oh well, it is what it is. Start live video. Let me see. Oh, I know they're just probably really disappointed. I hope they come over to YouTube. But anyway, I was really starting to hear prophetically. Angie Smith, if you're here, give me a thumbs up if you're still here on YouTube. Yep, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to try to see if I can get Facebook started again. I don't know. Facebook hasn't done this in a very long time. Yeah, if you're still here, Angie, give me a thumbs up. If not, because the Lord has not released that prophetic word for you. He has not ended that, so to speak, for you and your husband that we gave you years ago. Years and years ago. And I don't want to release it if you're not on the line. I don't think you're here. And I don't know, Facebook is frozen for some reason. Oh my goodness, I so hate that. I told him to come over to YouTube, you guys. So, hey, I know, Greg, Facebook cut off. Hey, Pam, you came over to YouTube. Yeah, maybe I'll try to wait for some of them to come over because Facebook is cutting up bad. I don't know. I don't know what is going on. I have no idea what is going on. Welcome, Facebook users. Yes. Welcome, Facebook users. Yes, because if you guys haven't subscribed to me, subscribe to my channel, then you have tonight. You said I'm back. Yes. I don't know what's going on. Greg Whitfield, let me say this to you. Have you, I see you traveling in ministry, with men, with a group of men. Tell me yes or no. Have you ever traveled in ministry up to this point? I'm going to probably just cut Facebook off because it's just not acting right at all. I see you traveling in ministry, Greg. I invited someone to the live tonight. I'm trying to get her over here. Okay. I see you traveling in ministry. I see you traveling in ministry with, you said no. Okay, are you in ministry at all now? Because I see you traveling in ministry in the days to come. I see you with a group of men, and this is very, very unusual. This is not a pulpit thing. This is not a preaching thing. When I say traveling in ministry, what I'm saying is you're going to be ministering to people, but it won't be in the traditional way. I see sports. I see athletics. I see you and some other guys coaching, getting together with young men and mentoring. That's the type of traveling in ministry that I'm talking about, the type of ministering and mentoring and turning young men around. And you guys are going to form this group and give it a name. You're gonna do all the legal stuff for this. All the legal stuff for this to make this an actual legal entity where you're going to be. It's all about athletics, though. This is all about sports. This ain't about teaching nobody how to preach. This ain't about teaching nobody how to read the Bible. It's nothing like that. But it's ministry. You're still going to have it's a faith-based operation, and it's going to be very unique the way you all are going to bring this together, and you're going to go for those who seem to be unrecoverable. Hey, Angie, I'm glad you're here. It seems like they're unrecoverable, and you're going to go after them. I don't know what you've done in life. I don't know what your experience is, but this ministry is centered around athletics, centered around sports. I mean, I even see weightlifting classes. I just see all kinds of stuff, basketball classes. It's like a whole conglomerate of things, but it's all centered around sports in order to change young men's lives around, like 18 to 25, focusing on that group, maybe even younger, maybe more like 14 up to the crux of that. The median age is like 18, 19, but the crux of it is probably like 14 up to 25, where I see where you guys are going to be doing all kinds of sports, and this thing is going to really expand. It's going to be a business. It's going to really come into a business. And then there's going to be like a camp, like a summer camp where just like how what Steve Harvey is doing now, where the single mothers and stuff send their young boys that don't have fathers to this camp. And you guys are going to keep them like 21 days in this camp, so it's just going to be a really big thing that's coming. So just remember this night and just begin to pray about it. Because this is what is in your life. This is what's in your future. This is what you're going to be doing. You will remember that the Lord is saying you will not be in a pulpit. You will not be in a church. You will not be in a religious organization. You are going to be in an athletic, you all self-made business that is going to minister and mentor men. It's going to be young boys and young men. It's going to be so rewarding, more than you could ever have imagined in your entire life. But that's what I hear the Lord saying. Angie, your husband and you, I don't know if you ever went into that ministry to couples. I see your 2 thumbs up. Give me another thumbs up if you did, because that is still alive and well. God is saying tonight that he has not forgotten that release that he gave you. He has not let that go. He has not forgotten about your labor of love. And that is something that you and your husband should still be doing and are going to be doing it. I don't know how this is going to come about. I don't know where this is going to be, but this is actually one of your ministries that you and Tucson are supposed to be doing. If you have done that, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to let go of this Facebook because it just ain't acting right at all. Yeah, if you have done that, give me a thumbs up. If not, that is what I'm hearing the Lord say that you are to get into. Chantel, let me tell you this about this new baby. This new baby is going to change your entire family. This new baby is loaded with gifting and is marked by God. This new baby came into you and Johnny's life at the appointed time. God appointed this conception. He appointed this time for this baby. This baby is just power-packed. He's going to talk early and he's going to walk early. This baby is designed to change. He's going to change the dynamic of your whole family. First of all, just being the second male in the family right alone is going to do that. But as he grows up, he's going to change just like Jesus grew up and changed the whole dynamic of his family. That is what your son is going to do. I don't even know what you have decided to name him, but the name is very important. The name is very, very important. That's all I will say. You said, I am sorry. I think I am the wrong Angela Smith you are asking about. Oh, okay. There's two Angela Smiths. So you're not the Angela that's married to Tucson. If you say no, you're not, then yes, it is the wrong Angela Smith because her name is Angela Smith and is married to Tucson. You have I see you have that. I don't know what the name of that little squiggly sign is over the N. So possibly it's on Hella Smith. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, if you are not her, then I'm gonna have to send her a text because Angela Smith is who I'm talking about, but you have the same name. God bless you. But yeah, Chantel, you guys are still deciding between two names. Make sure the election is, make your election sure. Pray to God about the name because the names are extremely important. And he is definitely a designated birth. This is a conception by God. This is an appointed time. And he is going to, this boy is like, your daughters are gonna already just pray because the jealousy a little bit, with Johnny and stuff as time goes on. But hey, it just is what it is. They'll be all right. But he's really marked by God. I would say that he has a prophetic cut on him. He's just already power packed. He's already ordained of God. His life has already been completely set out in praise and worship, in ministry, working with his father, working with you. It's just gonna be phenomenal. So God bless you. I really was hoping that that young lady that I saw a ministry on her for song would make it over to YouTube. You said, yes, I was told he will be a prophet. Yep, he is. He's got a strong prophetic mantle. I just said prophetic cut because I don't know. There's all different types of mantles for prophets. So I don't know what type, but yes, he is definitely, he's got it. It's going to be somebody. So make sure your name is correct between those two names because one of those names is right and one of those names is wrong. I was really hoping that young lady would get on. I'm saying it again because I heard something about her in song and it was really powerful. But she'll come back. The Lord will send her back. The Lord will definitely send her back. All right, you all. That is it for the night. I am going to close out. As you see, I have a new background. Yep. I'm getting ready to film tonight for the Dream class. I'm going to be doing some filming. So get ready. I'm really excited. I hope you all are staying safe during this pandemic. Don't take any chances. Wear your mask, wash your hands, social distance, and just the people, especially around our loved ones, we have to be careful. I mean, there's been times that my daughter went somewhere to a hot spot. When she came back, I'm like, 14 days, man, 14 days. I'm like serious about that. Thank you, Sherry, about the background. Thank you. All right, you all. I hope this blessed you tonight. I will be on again next week at 7:30. Tonight, it'll be 7:30 because I'm going to set people up so they can go ahead and we have a special project going on and they can run it without me. So God bless you. I appreciate you. And please share this for me on your page so someone can hear this word about change. They need to know. They need to know about change. Yeah, Angela, you said, no, I am not. If I had have heard the word of the Lord for you, hey, Katrina, I would have released it for you, Angela, had I heard it for you. But I don't make up stuff. I only release what I hear God say. So maybe he'll release something, you never know. I mean, ministry is from the Holy Ghost and it's his timing and what he wants to say and when he wants to say it. So I thank you all again and I'm going to close. I wish you guys a good night's sleep and I will be back on here next Monday at 7:30 p.m. God bless.